I'm Jen Beeston. Today I want to talk to you about signs you're being bullied by your mortgage lender. This is a real thing and it happens a lot and it's really, really sad. So I know that as a consumer, someone looking for a loan, you're relying on the mortgage person to be an expert and you're going to assume that what they say is 100% accurate and true because this is their job. So why wouldn't it be? Okay, in every single field, whether it's doctors or lawyers or mechanics or plumbers, every field, there's good people and there's bad people, okay? And the problem is that with financial services, there's such a lack of education that people just kind of rely on the professional they're working with. And they may take worse treatment than they should be taking. So in that case, you need to know the signs that you're being bullied by your lender so you can break up, okay? And I'm gonna use some real examples that I've seen over the years. So the first one is, you say that you're not comfortable with a payment more than $3,000. They qualify you up to a payment of $5,000 and push you to go higher, okay? Now, what they've done is they've max qualified you. So based off of the lender guidelines, they're saying to you, you qualify to a $5,000 payment. Okay, lender guidelines are pretty loose. The debt to incomes can go pretty high. You don't want to be max qualified. And if you're saying I'm only comfortable with $3,000 a month, stay there, okay? Because as a lender, when we're looking at your debt, and your income to figure out that ratio, we're not looking at your private school. We're not looking at your gym membership. We're not looking at how much your cell phone bill is. All we're looking at is your housing payment versus the debt on your credit report. So if you know that anything over $3,000 is a stretch, stay there. If you tell the lender that and they won't back down and they try to act like their expertise is magically gonna make it so you have $2,000 more a month in your budget, hang up. You gotta find a new lender, okay? Because any lender who's been in the business long enough, or even new lenders, anyone with a heart will understand, like, hey, if they're saying they can't afford it, like, I get it. Let's work with what they're comfortable with. That's the way it's supposed to be, okay? Number two sign you're being bullied. Now, I see this one a lot, like if you go onto certain websites to get quotes for refinances. I'm not gonna name any, but we all know what they are. There's nothing wrong with those sites, they're great, except a lot of the people that are calling you, all they do is call leads all day. That's all they do, you are a lead. They are paying anywhere from $30 to $70 for your number and the information that you need to refinance. So they can get very, very aggressive. I actually recently had a client who had gone through one of those websites and he had found me on Yelp because he had talked to a couple people and he was like, this looks safer. So we talked about it and he had one guy literally calling him every single day after he had already told the guy he didn't want to work with him because his rate was too high. That guy called him every day and filled his head with like, oh, the rate you're getting is not real. They can't close it. There's no way. Every single day, okay? And my client was thrilled. We got him a lower rate, and his favorite part was calling that lender at the end and being like, by the way, I closed and the rate was a lot lower, okay? If anyone is bulldogging you that much, chasing you down, putting that much energy into what you're doing, especially after you've already said you don't want to work with them, that's bullying. Okay, he was trying to bully this client into working with him by saying that he was not educated enough and didn't understand the way this worked, so he was going to get taken advantage of. The reverse was true. So if you've got someone putting doubts in your head and being really, really aggressive consistently, you're being bullied, okay? The third way lenders can bully clients is by getting them and encouraging them to buy houses that they don't want. So realtors and lenders, work in tandem all the time. It's what we do. But at the same point, if a client comes to me and they say, Jen, I don't want the house, I say, okay, great, let's cancel you out. Let's call it a day. Another lender may sit there and go, why? Don't you want the house though? Like, you're never gonna find anything else. This house is perfect for you. I can never get you this rate again. This rate is only for this house, which is true, but I can never get you this rate. You need to get this house. I don't think you're thinking through this. Like push, 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 push. And then you've got the realtor going push, 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 push. And you're in the middle and you're going, oh, I don't really want this house, but Bob thinks I should get it. And my realtor thinks I should get it. So I guess I should get it. No, no, no. If you don't want to get the house, don't get the house. Right? Like they may bring up some valid points to you and that's their job to say, hey, look, you know, you're getting this 3-bedroom for $600,000. There haven't been any 3 bedrooms in this price for the last 3 years. This is a great deal. That's fair. But if you're saying, hey, the roof's busted, I don't think I'm gonna have the money to fix it, and I'm worried about the payment, bye-bye. That house should be done. You shouldn't be buying it. You shouldn't be buying it. So I just wanted to give you those 3 ways that people get bullied because I see it happen a lot. And it's more prevalent than you could ever expect. There's actually a whole mentality subgroup within lending where their whole motivation is win, win, close, close, do more loans, without any care to the client. And they will do that through any means possible, whether it's telling you you can afford something you're saying you can't, whether it's bird dogging you until you give in and switch from a lender with a lower rate to them, or if it's by forcing you into a property you're not comfortable with. So I'm not saying all lenders are bad. There's a lot of really good lenders, but I want to make sure that you as the consumer don't get bullied by a lender, okay? If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, contact me. I'm always around. Thanks.